Thank you, Sally. Okay, welcome. All right. Hey, let's get down to work. Last week was end of the month. This is beginning of the month. I gotta tell y'all, I love beginning of the month. Don't you? Like, I felt like all the people that I was trying to close on Sunday night, they're popping back up this week, and that's a great feeling. That's how business is supposed to be. Like, when you wait until the end of the month to start working your business, you're cheating yourself on having a really awesome beginning of the month. But I'm looking at the majority of people on this call, and you guys have been busting tail through the whole month. So that's fun to have you guys all on. Okay. Let's talk about who's already working hard towards getting the, I want to say the walker, but that's the walking pad, not the walker. The walking pad. We've got Charissa, Brenda, April, and Kristen have already recruited more than one person. And look, here's our top table contributors, many of whom are on this call. Ivy, Sally's on the call, Danielle's on the call, Jody's on the call. So I love it. I don't know if Jess or Kristen McKee are on, but I love it. Guys, I just want you to know we appreciate it, because partly what happens is Andrea and I, first of all, you get really burned out when you feel like do y'all ever have that feeling where you're dragging people? It's not fun. But when you feel like your people are contributing just as much, it's energizing. And if you haven't had that experience with your teams yet, it's coming. It's coming because you're walking it out. So we love your interaction on the table, love your leadership. And I want to take a minute to talk about something that Andrea and I have been working on, and hopefully we'll launch it either today or tomorrow, but I want to get your buy-in. So let me actually stop sharing for just a minute so I can see you guys. So there's a few other diamonds. I know Emily Roberts, I know Andrea Derrick, and Jordan Roddenberry are all doing this, but they're doing like a 2-week challenge in April, and everyone's calling it something different. I think we're calling it Active April. But tell me if you've ever felt like, I love posting about gut health. I love sharing about Reset, but sometimes I'd like to learn to talk about the products in another way and get a whole new group of people excited. That's kind of what we're going for. We want to have a really easy 2-week challenge. Now, just so you remember, we've already done one Reset challenge in GutGlam. We're doing another one. What's today? I think it starts the 8th. So you might not have that in your calendar, but if you've got folks with a Reset and they're like, hey, how do I do this? Just tell them like, hey, I'm going to put you in GutGlam. Hopefully you're already putting your VIP customers there, if that's the customer page you use, and say, hey, join us. Like, you can use your Reset during this week of April 8th. But this Active April challenge is a challenge we're going to be doing the last 2 weeks of April. It's not going to happen in GutGlam. We're going to make a whole new Facebook group. Why? Because everyone added will see it. Sometimes you add people to GutGlam and then maybe they just get lost in the thread, but it's awesome because you've got a place to search for testimonials and you're like, okay, PCOS, I'm tagging my new VIP. That's great. That's great. But for this challenge, what we want to do is get everyone that's in the Facebook group active. So we're going to have a new Facebook group. We'll get that loaded up tonight. We want you guys, what I want to do today is help you see the vision. And bear with me because I'm still getting the vision myself, but we're going to call it Active April. It is, and they have the option to order 3 drinks. Like that's option 1. Option 2 is they're going to order the triplex and some drinks. But the 3 drinks would be if they just ordered, Slim, Active, and Hydrate. Right? So all they're doing is they're committing to drinking these 3 drinks a day. Now that's great for your people who aren't sciencey. And they're like, I just had a girl tell me, I don't have any gut health issues, to which I died inside, right? Because we know everybody has health issues. But I was like, okay. But I bet she'd be open to using 3 drinks that kind of work synergistically, not just for blood sugar, not just for energy, and not just for hydration, but we know that they also work for gut health as well. So it's 3 drinks a day, and they commit to a fitness challenge during those 2 weeks. Some sort of movement. We're not being strict, but like they post, they share their screenshot, they tag their sponsor. It is an awesome onboarding tool, because you know that if you've got a new VIP, and they're drinking Slim, Active, and Hydrate every day, and they're moving their body, they're going to feel good after those 2 weeks. We just know it. So that's a new challenge. Now, here's the deal. We're going to make some graphics and we're going to talk about things like, wouldn't you love to be on this adrenal cocktail? And we're going to talk about the benefits of things like electrolytes. We're going to talk about the benefits of, y'all, Active is such an incredible product. I think we don't talk about it enough, but we're going to nerd out on Active and how great it is. But we're going to use a lot of like fun language that helps you share graphics and maybe connect with a new demographic that you haven't connected with. Maybe you've got friends that they're like, I'm not sick. I'm not wrestling with gut health issues, but I bet they'd love like a hormone cocktail, or an adrenal cocktail. Or, we're going to call some things like a shot, like not a shot, but like a shot, So we're going to create some graphics. We're going to do some story graphics, ways for you guys to share and to promote it for at least a week. And then I believe, what is that Monday? It's like either the 15th or the 16th, I think. Don't hold me to that, but we're going to get started then. And we will have different people posting. And what we'll need from you guys is like a commitment to just comment and be in there, tag your people. So my hope for you is that it helps you recruit either new VIPs that maybe wouldn't be interested in your other stuff, but also what it really can do is it can help your new VIPs recruit new VIPs, right? Your people that just got started on Reset or Triplex or whatever they ordered from you, you're going to invite them to start taking place. Now, we will post about this later today or tomorrow morning. We'll, don't worry, we'll give you all the deets. But I wanted to try to present the vision a little bit to you guys so that you feel like, okay, I know what's going on, because I spent yesterday being like, what is this? I need to understand it so I can pass it to my team. Do y'all have questions? We've got a small enough group. If you want to ask me anything, unmute and ask away.
Oh, go ahead.
No, it's okay. Go ahead.
I was just going to say, I don't have any questions, but I'm just so excited about this, and thank you for doing this for us.
Thanks, Ivy.
It'll be
We're
great.
excited with you. Georgiana, what was your question?
Well, kind of the same comment. I'm excited about it too. But my question is, I actually had a gal reach out to me in Instagram yesterday. Years ago, she's a massage therapist. So I went to her for a few times. Then she left the place I was going. But anyway, she reached out to me out of the blue, commenting on one of the slides on my stories that had a picture of Triplex, and said, I think it was just like, no, hi, how are you? No, long time, no talk, nothing, just out of the blue. Hey, is the, how much does the, and she said a line. So I had to question her, a line. She's like, I'm sorry, I was not paying attention. She meant Slim. She was asking the price of Slim. So I told her it runs average, for a VIP customer, about $78 a bag. You save a little bit if you buy it in a 2-pack or in a combo with gut health or whatnot. And after like some of our conversation, I realized I felt like I had spewed way too much information on her, because she kind of like stopped replying.
Yeah.
And I think that if you could just maybe help walk us through that tendency, at least I have it. I don't know about anybody else on here, but I have a tendency to be like, well, if you want Slim, you need to have ProBio and BioCleanse too, because it all works together and that's how you're going to feel the best. And, and anyway, because I brought up something about a probiotic that, you could, if one of the combos you could get it in would be our Triplex, and started giving her probably all this information. She's probably like, I didn't even ask you for that. I just want to know how much Slim's going to cost me, know?
The one way to stop doing that, especially if you, like, we all believe in the gut health products. I mean, we are a gut health company. It's our byline, like we're founders in gut health. We're experts in microbiome. That's our passion. To keep me from nerding out. And I have people are like, you're a guru. And I'm like, I don't want to be a guru, because that keeps me from recruiting the average Joe. I don't want people to feel like they have to have gut health background to do this. What keeps me from giving too much information is asking questions. It's not
Henry's told me that before.
Yeah. It's all about questions. So when someone says, how much is a bag of Slim? I say about this much, depending on how you order. What's your biggest curiosity about, or what made you ask? Tell me what's going on with you. And I
did do that part. Yeah. She said, weight loss, and she feels tired all the time.
It's great. And then the next thing you do is you spend some time in your stories sharing weight loss and energy testimonies. I do that all the time when people reach out. I'm like, okay, and now you are my ideal client and I'm posting to you. So it's okay.
So
She'll come back.
do you leave it at that? Because I said I can I have access to a little 2.5 minute video that I can send you. And if you want, I can also send you some testimonials of product users and even a product information sheet. She goes, oh yeah, that'd be great. So that's what I ended up doing. I said, I have to go
Yeah.
run errands. It'll be later today. So I did all that, later in the day, and maybe she just hasn't gotten around to seeing it. I had to send her some stuff in Messenger because I couldn't get it to go into the messaging forum of Instagram for some reason. But anyway, I
I
just
think
need to
you'll
be
like this
patient.
challenge. I think you'll like this challenge, Georgiana, because it's just real simple. It's like they'll either option one will be they'll buy bags of these 3 drinks and we'll have the combo price and all that. Or they're like, hey, I'm still serious about gut health. You've been talking to them about gut health, and they're open to adding both hydrate and active to their gut health order because you've got a $16 off code. That'll be easier, right? So the biggest thing is we're going to try to keep it easy and fun. And honestly, I'm in a fitness challenge that somebody in Instagram asked me to be a part of. And so every day, like I'm posting a workout, even if it's just walking my dog, and I'm tagging this group of people. And I'm amazed at how much it's in my mind. And in this challenge I'm doing with another group, it's like we're praying for each other too. And so I've had this like shift because I like to work out, but I'm like, oh, I'm tagging them. It's this accountability. What we love about a good 2-week challenge, and I think you guys have experienced this, is that it brings your VIPs in, and then you're not alone trying to train them, onboard them. It's like they kind of see, oh, this is a group culture. This is a community that I've joined. And that's what we really want to highlight. That's why we're going to do a whole new Facebook group. I don't know what will become of that group because we definitely want to keep doing challenges in Gut Glam. So just wanted to give you guys a heads up on that. I'm going to go back to my screen share. Here we go. Go away. Seriously. Oh God, great. That was my tax information. And now I just lost y'all, what in the world? Do you ever just feel like, get thee behind me, Satan, hang on. Un momento, por favor. That's what I wanted. There we go. Can y'all see the screen now? Thank you. Okay. So let's move along to just getting you guys into action today. Let's talk about mapping. And I want you to know what your goal is before you set out for the day. Give me, by a show of hands or tell me in the chat, who is tracking their points daily this month? Good. Okay. That's just a good habit to get into. I've got a notes section on my phone. I've got like 5 or 6 years in running. I can go and be like, in May of 2021, I ended here, or on the 15th of the month, I was here. Like, I love that data. But for you, I want you to look up your current points. This is kind of our end of the month. Last week we had, how many, let me predict where I'm going to end. I don't think you should do that today. But what I'd like you to do is set a goal for where you want your points to end so that you can compare it to where you ended on Sunday night and think, how much do I need to grow this month? You're going to have some attrition. You're always going to have at least like, I want to say 1.5 to 2% attrition. And then find out like, what do I need to do? What does it look like? If I need to grow this number of points, who needs to go silver? Who can I walk to Fast Start Silver this week? And then last week, we were really talking with you guys, who can I help go gold this month? Who could do a Fast Start Gold? We talked about that in Master Your Month on Monday. So let's just set a timer and spend a few minutes with your goals and getting into your virtual office and going from there. Okay. So, would love to hear from you guys. I'll tell you really quick. I'll tell you my, I'm building my husband's leg. He's Ruby. He's not holding Ruby. He ended last month at 291. So that was great. Got the, he held on to senior gold, but I want him to get to re-rank. I'm saying him. I want to get me. It's me working this position. I want to get those points back up to 500 by this month. That means I need to have a 209 point growth while I also account for some attrition. That's right around 41 ads. Okay. Which sounds like, but what that means is who can I help go gold? If I could help 2 people go gold, and then I really want to be adding enough level 1s and helping the level 1s from last month go silver. So are you guys getting like kind of the big picture plan for how to fill in your points? Does anyone else want to share? Anyone have a clear vision on what they're shooting for this month? I'd love to hear from you.
I do.
Okay. Well, I just heard 2 of y'all.
Go ahead.
Go ahead, Danielle.
Oh, thank you. Last month I ended at 106 and I'm shooting for senior gold. So I need 250. So with what I have currently on subs and new level 2s that I hope will join, I need 144 points. So that's about 24 orders. I do have one working silver who is trying to maintain silver and go senior silver. And then I have one new VIP that just joined the end of March, who I think has finally caught the vision. She's my work best friend, and her husband, I think, have finally, they've been using products for a long time, her husband has. So I'm hoping that they're going to run. So
This is
I'm
the guy
hoping.
that just joined last night, Danielle?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Hey, Danielle, a really good thought for him.
And
if
he
you
has
need
friends
help-
that have already asked about
Okay,
it. So
if you need help finding this, ask me. But otherwise, last month, Kyle Rainey, Alita Lankford's husband, whose name I'm forgetting, and then I'm also for Luther Harris. These 3 guys, they did a like a business call about like what
I saw that.
It was so good.
Okay.
You might send that to your friend and her husband, because they talk a lot about like working with their wives, but also they talk about how they work the business as men, which is so different. So
Right.
like a good inspo thing if your friend, and is her name Jordan? Am I making that up?
No, I was on a call. No, that's okay. That's okay. Hold on 1 second.
Anyway, okay, who else? Georgiana, do you want to share?
Yes, I actually didn't recheck it right now, which I probably should have to make sure nothing's changed. But when I checked it a couple of days ago, I had a bunch of my level 2s from I have a level 1 who's a senior silver. She actually went senior silver the same month I did. And it looks like she's now at like 6 of her 10 VIPs don't have a subscription on. And I've been having trouble with her even responding to any communication to me, like even like, hey, it was great to see you at the baby shower last weekend, because we were like distant family members through other people. And so I don't know what's going on with her. I've even sent her like audio messages. Would love to pray for you. It seems like maybe you've got a lot going on, and she still doesn't respond. So I'm like, I don't know. At one point I was reaching out to some of her people because she had told me her daughter-in-law had mentioned she might be interested in pursuing this program and sharing it with people. And so I don't know, like, if she's upset with me because I went around her and talked to people. I don't know what's going on because she won't communicate. But anyway, some of her other people have dropped off. So I need quite a bit. Like, I ended March at 147, my highest points yet. I was going for Fast Start Senior Gold, didn't get there. So this is my last month to get my Fast Start Senior Gold bonuses. And so I need, where's my notes? So right now I'm projected with my subs that are there now that I'll have 100 points. So I'm gonna need another 150.
Yeah.
So basically it comes down to like 2 to 3 a day, new enrollments. But I have a scenario, and this may not be the right place, but one of my level ones who came in the last week of March, we had problems with her order the night we were doing it. It kept saying there was some kind of error. First, it was an error with the address, and then it was an error with something else. And we tried so many times that we just gave up. It was like 11 o'clock at night. I let Andrea know about it, and they had, her primary language is Spanish. So they had a Spanish speaking customer rep call her the next day. Well, then after that all happened, there were like all these multiple orders in her account. And the rep told her that the message they were getting on Plexus's end was there was a hold on her card by her bank, probably like thinking it was fraud from all the attempts. Long story short, my point I'm trying to get to is I have 6 points showing for her in March, but one of those orders never actually processed and shipped out until this last Monday, April 1st. And now I have 6 points for her in in April. But Andrea had told me that the one in March was like a fake order that they set up, like a shell order. So I don't know why or what even any of that means. So now when I go and look at my points, I don't know. Like I said to Andrea, well, so the 6 points aren't really counting for April if they're for March. And I don't want them not count in March because then I won't have my 6 for my watch. So do I just have to keep in April and know that I'm really 6 points less than what it's showing?
I will let Andrea, because since I don't know anything about that scenario, so I'll let her. Thankfully, it's the
Okay.
first week of April.
Yeah, I just didn't know if there's a specific department that I should call other than just plain old customer service and say, hey, can someone do the like background?
I wouldn't
work
deal
on
with customer
this?
service. No, I'd have Andrea deal with the exceptions committee. She'll know.
Okay.
She'll know what to do. But she's
right.
your upline.
Okay. I don't want to be thinking I have that 6 points in April because I don't think I really do.
I truly don't know, but she will know, and I guarantee she's probably already talked to Christy Alley about it. So
Okay.
I would take it to her.
Okay.
Okay, let's spend okay, this is the Save 10. I actually don't want you to do this today. You're welcome to do Save 10, but I'm like, you have a give 16 code, and I love reaching out to new people. So instead of doing this, let's talk about, do you have anybody that got on the Sunday night call? I know a lot of you guys, it was Easter, you might have been with family. Some of you guys might have had people hop on that call. It was kind of a hard night to do it. Anyone have someone hop on that call? I did not. I was sitting at my desk messaging people. But do you have people that you've already mentioned the give 16 code to? And if so, let's spend some time following up with them and inviting them to this Sunday night's call, okay? Because if nobody has any people in the how to earn, we're going to focus on that. Okay. At the same time, just because we're down to the wire and I've got to make a 10:45 appointment, I also want you to make a list. Who invited folks to last night's call? I haven't even checked to see if they got on because I wasn't able to get on. So I want you to get your list of people that you invited to last night's call. You're going to check on them because you've got a great code for them and you'd love to get them started. I want you to keep a list of folks who you want to invite to this Sunday night's call. Okay, and you can get all that, and all that information is always pinned on the table. So you can get the weekly graphics. You can keep the bit.ly link, I think, in your notes section of your phone and just update the weekly graphics. That'd be a great post to do. Can I give you a little advice of something that I'm seeing more luck with? Before you just share like the testimonials in your story graphics, spend at least one slide in your stories, either with your face talking on video and saying, I'm going to give you some info. I'd like to share with you some testimonials about our products. And I want you just to look in the next slide that I'm going to share and see if you have, or if you have a loved one who has some of these issues. And so for Sunday night, it's about the business opportunity. So what I would say, and I did this last night with the health thing, is I say, hey, every week, like we have these calls, and the purpose is to encourage people about their health and let them know they're not alone. And it's also to show them that there are options outside of what they might think is available to them right now. And then I come back and I say on a different slide, like, does any of that sound familiar to you? Or does it sound familiar to someone you love? Because otherwise they just see these weekly graphics going up and they don't really know your purpose unless you get really intimate and tell them. Plus, people love when you talk straight to the camera. Make sure you always turn your captions on when you do that. Okay, we are right at 10:30. I'm going to end this, but hopefully you've got a full funnel going of like people you need to reach out to. Why? Who are your new VIPs from last month that you need to onboard? Do they know about things like perks? Do they know about Gut Glam? Have you added and tagged them? Are you talking with them about how to get started on their products? Do they know that if they share with 3 friends, they could make over $300? What about your hot list of people you want to talk to about the Give 16? What about people that could go Fast Start Silver or Fast Start Gold? And then tomorrow, hopefully, we will start talking about the Active April Challenge, and you'll still have some other new stuff to share. So the best news is that you got plenty of stuff to talk about on social media and with your friends, okay? All right, guys, thanks for being on the call. Have a great weekend. Love you. Bye.